when you are back, go ahead and click on the yes button for the link, please, for the question. Should only be watching the first one. So I think everybody is back. So welcome back. All right, what did you think of that video? I think that it was pretty cool that they were doing with the different robots and how they looked at the cockroaches and the other bugs or the gecko to kind of model the robots after them. So all of those robots were all parts put together. None of them were just like, oh, a robot just formed. Robots are all machines, either simple machines or complex machines, put together to form a robot. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at simple machines. I'm going to keep my video off. Some of you seem to be having a problem with your internet. That should make it easier for you, and hopefully you won't get kicked. But I am going to stop my video. And we are going to take a look at simple machines on our PowerPoint. Okay, so go ahead and go up to Simple Machines. The PowerPoint screen is the top right-hand larger rectangle. It should be blue. And it says Simple Machines. So what is a simple machine? A simple machine has few or no moving parts. So how does that make a robot, you're saying? Well, simple machines put together make up a robot. A simple machine's job is to make work easier. So we are going to need to look at simple machines and what they do to try to determine how the work or the job or the task we are trying to do can be made easier. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the text chat off so that we're all paying attention to the class. And you're right, Dana, it does not make a robot. It makes a machine, which can be a robot. So one type of simple machine is a wheel and an axle. Okay, a wheel and an axle are a simple machine. The axle is the rod that goes through the wheel, which allows the wheel to turn. And gears are a form of a wheel or an axle. So here's a couple of pictures of wheels. You all can think of wheels. And up top are a couple of pictures of gears. Machines, robots, most of the time have gears and wheels associated with them. Now the man in that video was saying that, in his opinion, wheels may not be the best way for robots to get along, around because there are not roads everywhere on Earth. So he was trying to make robots like the cockroach one that had the legs that kind of flipped out and around to the side. Another type of simple machine are pulleys. Pulleys are wheels and axles with a groove around the outside. A pulley needs a chain or a belt around the groove to make it work. Here are some examples of pulleys on machines. An inclined plane is another example of a simple machine. An inclined plane is a flat surface that is higher on one end. An inclined plane makes the work of moving things easier. A ramp is an inclined plane. A screw is a simple machine that's an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder or a shaft. The inclined plane allows the screw to move itself when it's rotated. And a lever, there's a first-class lever, which has a fulcrum. The fulcrum is the pivot point, like you can see on the picture here, in the middle of the load, and it makes the effort on either side easier. Think of a seesaw. A second-class lever has the fulcrum or the pivot point on one end or the other. Think of a wheelbarrow. And a third-class lever, the fulcrum again is at the end, but the effort is in the middle, like a pair of tweezers. So simple machines can be put together in different ways to make complex machines. Okay, here I put a picture of a tank. They can be used to make a complex machine that can be used by a person. They can make a complex machine that is like a robot. So let's go ahead and go back to our whiteboard. So you should see those 4 rectangles again. You are going to maybe see where it says robot video. We want to go back to our whiteboard, so where our whiteboard was and where we started that video from, we need to go back to the first icon that says whiteboard. I'm going to unlock all of your whiteboards so you guys can write. And we're going to come up with another brainstorming activity here. Okay, and I want you to think of a robot, and then tell me a simple machine in that robot. So for example, I will put one up here in red. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to think of a robot, and my robot is going to be not an inclined plane. My robot is going to be a Roomba, which is a vacuum that runs automatically on my floor. Now my simple machine that it has in it, it has wheels and an axle. It also has an inclined plane inside of it that the junk off of my floor goes up. So go ahead and see if you can come up with a robot. You don't have to know the name of it. You could just put an ATM machine, a dishwasher, and come up with 1 or 2 simple machines that are inside of that robot. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 1 or 2 more minutes to finish up. Okay, go ahead and finish whichever one you're working on, please. All right, so let's go ahead and look. Okay, a lot of you put some good robots up here, and a lot of you put some good simple machines up here. Not all of them go together. Okay, so here we have someone put a computer, has screen, and wires. Okay, screens and wires aren't simple machines. A simple machine, and I should have probably put this up here. Simple machines are wheels, levers, screws, pulleys, and ramps. So, Now with that in mind, let's take a look. And a robot truly is something that can automatically do something. When I turn on my Roomba vacuum cleaner, I press a button and he vacuums my whole room. I don't have to move him. He moves by himself. If I had to move him like a normal quote-unquote vacuum cleaner, he would just be a machine. But this guy does it all. He moves all around on his own. So let's kind of keep that in mind as we're going here. We're looking for a robot. So I'm going to turn off everyone's whiteboard, and I'm going to see what kind of robot, something that does it on its own, we have. So I see screws in a remote control car. That would work. I'm going to see a pool vacuum that has wheels and an axle. Good job. A Mindstorm EV3, the Lego thing, has Lego parts. Well, it does, but those aren't really simple machines. I'm not sure. Maybe it has wheels. That would be a simple machine. Gears. That would be a simple machine. A computer has a lever. Computers do have levers. Not so sure they would fall into the robot category. Some of them definitely do, so we're going to give that a check here. Okay, the pulley you use to bring stuff up and down the treehouse basket. Okay, that definitely is a simple machine. Maybe not so much a robot. Okay, lawn mowers, if you have an automatic lawn mower like my little vacuum here, definitely. Wheels, all right. Let's see what else here. A car, remote control car we'll give. A clock has gears and screws. Not so sure a clock is a robot. So, okay, you guys did a good job on this. It's hard to kind of come up and put the two together. Now, one of the things that is great, and some of you are putting some stuff over in the text chat, I asked you guys to take a risk when we were talking earlier in the class. The whiteboard is a fantastic for you to do that, because I have no idea who wrote what up here. Absolutely none whatsoever. So some of you are saying, oh, I should have done this. Oh, I should have done that. Which is great that you're realizing it, but I have no idea who put what up here. I don't know if Andrew put there's screws in a remote control car, or maybe he put a staircase has an inclined plane, or maybe he put something about the Lego robots. I have no idea. So I'm very proud of all of you for going ahead and taking that little risk and putting something up here on the whiteboard. As we go through the class, it's going to be important. We're going to need to do that. So, with that in mind, that's kind of where our homework is going to go. For homework this week, I'm going to show you what I want you to do. I had a couple of people email me and say, oh my goodness, I still just can't find what we are supposed to do with homework, where we're supposed to turn in our orientation assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. Let me just get to the right screen. Okay, the first thing you need to do is you need to sign into your Moodle website. I am not going to give you your logins here. If you need your login, you're going to have to email or call me. So this is going to show up in your top right screen, hopefully. Maybe not. Okay, up in your top right screen where we've been looking at the PowerPoints, you should now see what you see when you log into the Bridgeway Moodle site. When you log into this site, this is everything from our orientation. It has your syllabus, has the orientation quiz, which I asked you guys to do before class today. Some of you did, some of you did not. If you did not, either because you couldn't
I can't hear the teacher. I'm just saying because I don't know why it just suddenly muted.
All right, is that better? Can you hear me better now? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a happy face if that's better. I just went ahead and turned my mic up. Okay. All right, sorry about that. So on this website, this is the Moodle website where you now can see our assignments. So you should see 924, what is a robot? You can see where it says PowerPoints and a little folder next to it. If you click on this, that is going to show you the PowerPoints that I showed you guys today. Robot video, that's the video that we watched earlier. Ocean exploration, that's the video we're going to close class with. These two assignments with the clipboard next to them are your homework assignments. I'm going to hopefully open it up for you. Maybe not. It's asking you to do two things. The first one is asking you to come up with a problem for a robot to solve. I want you to be creative. Anything you want here. The second one, it says Article 1, Amazing Robots. I want you to read an article here about robots and space exploration. Okay, I'm going to send a poll to you guys. Answer yes or no if you can hear me. Okay, there's at least one of you who's having trouble hearing me, so I want to see if it is them. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and write a paragraph about a problem you could think of a robot to solve. You can be as creative as you want. It's up to you. If you want to do more than a paragraph, you can, but it should be at least a paragraph. Where it says Article 1, Amazing Robots, That's something that I want you to read and that we are going to discuss next week. So, Isabella, you have your hand up? Go ahead.
Like, I just signed in and it took forever to load. So, I don't know which little icon I'm supposed to click. That's just my question.
You signed into the Moodle website, or I don't know where you are. What website are you trying to sign into?
I already signed into the Moodle website. It just took forever to load, so I'm very behind. And there's a thing that says "Welcome to Bridgeway Academy," and it has all the little icons under it. I'm not quite sure which one I'm supposed to click.
Oh, okay. So if you're trying to follow along with me, on the right-hand side there should be a button that says My Courses underneath a big blue circle that looks like a power button. Click on that. And then the robotics course should come up underneath it. You don't have to click on these homework assignments right now. I just wanted to show you guys where they were because some of you expressed concern about where the orientation assignment was last week. So if you click on that robotics class there, Isabella, on the right-hand side, the top of it should give you a little paragraph about robotics, and I'll move mine up. Should look like this. And as you scroll down, you should see today's date, the 24th, and the two assignments with the clipboard next to it are your homework assignments for this week. Okay, and you don't have to start on them right now. They are just due before next week. Okay, now I want to end each class with kind of a neat thing that robots are doing. So this week we're going to end our class looking at robots that are used to explore the ocean. So to do that, we're going to watch a quick little video. I think it's a minute and a half. Once you're done with the video, you can go ahead and log off of the class. I will stay on if you have questions for a couple of minutes. Remember to watch a video. You're going to go to the bottom right-hand rectangle and click the last icon that says Applications. Now you should see one that says Ocean Exploration. Go ahead and watch that, and when you're done, you can go ahead and log off, or you can come back and I will answer any questions that you guys have.